Football on the Big Ten Network is powered by unleaded 88 engine, smart, earth kind. 128th season of Big Ten football, and the first conference game of the season resides right here in College Park, Maryland. The Spartans and the Terps both off to 1-0 starts. A long way to go beyond week 2, but at the end of this one of these teams will sit for now atop the Big Ten standings. You see Michigan State there. It's here right here on Big Ten Network. A lot of urgency, a lot of importance, a lot of intensity, all packed into week 2. And a touchback will bring Maryland's first offensive series of the day. Empty backfield look. They set up the screen. This was really lucrative last week for Maryland. Those screen plays out of the edge. The perimeter winning drive for Maryland coming up. 3rd and 2. Saw him go to those screens the last time. Opts to run it. This time got met by the Michigan State defense. Cal Haladay grabbed a hold of him from the ankles as they went to Hemby
throughout the game.
No, 3rd and 8. Third down in the opening series. Edwards evading tackle, shovels it dangerously. It was snatched out of the air. And pushing the pile here, trying to get this first down. See if they got it. I think they did it after all of that.
Well, I'm not sure the officials knew where the ball was, Jason. That might be why there was no whistle. The prestidigitation on display from Billy Edwards as the pass rush getting home, that blitz getting into the pocket, affecting Edwards, and he was able to underhand flip the football and ends up moving the chains for the Terp position. A comfort behind center.
A willing runner as well. We haven't seen that yet. Screen game set up again. We have seen this because it's working right now with Ty Felton, who was coming off an awesome week. Had 7 catches, 178 yards, and 2 touchdowns a week ago, picking up right where he left. And they're 4 of 4 on 3rd down so far. Fresh set of downs. One-on-one coverage again. He wants Prather! Leaping out, couldn't make the catch. Working against Charles Brantley that time.
Well, last week it was the Michigan State offense that had all the air yards with their passing attack, but Maryland is seeing one-on-one.
2nd down here, set up shop in the red zone now. Neither team liked the red zone performance a week ago. One-on-one again. This time it might be successful. It is. Ty Felton, touchdown.
So nice run action in the backfield, set up this teardrop for Billy Edwards. Terrapins offense picking up right where they left off in week 1. And after a few misses, some narrow overthrows. A
lengthy drive to begin this conference opener for Maryland. Quick throw to the sideline, and that is caught and hauled in by the freshman Nick Marsh. There are multiple flags that come flying out.
Take a step back, please.
Michigan State on the plus side of the 50 now after the penalty and a couple of positive plays. Here's a positive play for Nate Carter. Broke to the 2nd level, and he sets up Michigan State in the red zone. No easing into this game, man. We're off and running. Childs to the end zone again in a crossing route, and that is caught. Montorie Foster. Michigan State answers right back.
And Montorie Foster is a player that needed to respond to his week 1 performance as well. They bring him in motion, and he's off the ball. So in man-to-man coverage, especially when you're in the red zone, you have to react in a
game.
One stop short of the chains.
Good pocket for Edwards. Crossing route complete. Make it 5 for 5 on 3rd down today. And for the first time, they
did that too often last week.
Quick snap, set up screens. It's Wade again. The tight end hit promptly there by Wayne Matthews, who's back in his home state. Largo, Maryland native. Got a ton of family here. He's their honorary captain for today. You see Wade a little slow to get up, but a big... MSU backed up in front of a lot of Maryland fans with noise in their ears. They go over the middle. That is intercepted. It's Glendon Miller. Back-to-back weeks with the Glendon Miller interception. And he sets up Maryland inside of the red zone. Their ball hawk in the secondary continues to do it big.
Opportunistic play for the Terps defense. Childs trying to get it to Nick Marsh on the in cut. He had him open and available, just sailed the football. And when you do that against this Brian Williams defense, they become as good as any secondary in the Big Ten at clutching the football and going the...
He's been in the spotlight early on, second straight week with an INT. Now the offense takes over in the red zone, looking for the edge and trying to cut it back inside. There was Ray, who had his first career touchdown a week ago. Stuck with him through the recruiting process. It has more than paid off. First and goal now. Going back, it's Billy Edwards this time into the end zone. He goes.
Sometimes you have to guess as a defender when the offense is in striking distance of a touchdown. And when you get nosy, especially against an athletic quarterback, a guy like Bill Fence, they did everything they could to just sort of bear down on the inside between the tackle box.
Only took 2 plays, 17 yards. He said last week he won, but it didn't quite feel right. It was a 16-10 win over Florida Atlantic. Flag goes flying. Childs back to the air. Once Velling, who had to adjust his body. Beautiful catch, but will it stand? Is the
A decent spot. It just took off on him. He's got to get his feet set so he'd be accurate on those throws. So been pleased in general. Obviously, we don't want to give him the ball like that. Defensively, making them earn it. We put a couple of drives. Yeah, they scored on the first one. We got off the field and then...
And in a spot of the field where you definitely want to get this. Childs trying to get there. We'll see where they mark it. Forward progress looks to be a first down. Childs gained some weight in the offseason. They'll try to run it here, pick up the 4, maybe more. On the outside, they are going to get more. K-Ron Lynch-Adams, an authoritative ending to that run. Face-to-face with Glendon Miller on the sideline. Could be somewhat of a revolving door today. 2nd and 23. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown! They get it all back. Jerron Glover, a chance to tie the game with the extra point.
Like eons, but it's really been a week to watch their quarterback, Aiden Childs, connect on the deep ball. The opportunities have been there. The receivers have found their way behind the coverage on frequent occasions. Now they have finally been able to make...
Now, Jonathan Kim will come out for the extra point, a big one. That goes through to tie this game up at 4.
So what now?
You didn't have to go there.
I've never heard of that term. I don't know what you mean.
Hemby gets up near the 20. Thanks, Kylan. Really good stuff. Billy Edwards faced with another 3rd down here. They've been really successful on 3rd down so far today. That success is going to continue with a nice run from McDonald. Another back in this.
But you don't want your quarterback taking those kind of shots.
3rd down snap, well protected over the middle. They'll have to create some yards after the catch. And it's closed down quickly. Angelo Gross with the initial hit on Ty Felton.
And an offensive coordinator. He was the same way as a quarterback at Oregon State back in the day.
Rain starting to come back down on 3rd and 7. A throw that may have been tipped. Wanted Montorie Foster, but the ball was never close.
And I think it was
on the field. Felton in motion. Edwards with a really good pocket, flip it out. Trying to work on the perimeter again. Really good tackle out on the edge to stop a potential first down. It's the veteran corner. Thoughts deserve time, Anthony. They do. 3rd and 3 coming out for the Spartans. Childs still has it. There's a flag that comes out very quickly. Where they marked him, it looks like it'll be a first down, but we'll see what this...
Offside. Defense, number 2, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty will result.
The Big Ten this week, Maryland and Michigan State. Childs trying to extend this drive with under 2 minutes to go in the half. And Velling hauled that in, but where do they mark it on the forward progress? That's going to be the question mark. It's right up at the yard to gain. And we're in the final 2 minutes. Clock will stop with a change reset on a first down. Childs rolls out. Might have another first down here. They do. Montorie Foster able to haul. Pressure came off the edge. He got it away to Marsh, who had to extend to hold that in. They're going to mark this as a first down as well. So you see that clock moving. They picked up 9. They'll go to the ground here, try to get the first down. Looks like they will with Nate Carter. So keeping that one timeout in this tied game, and now the clock stops up again, ticking inside of 15 seconds in the half. Pressured from behind and dropped. And now, Ant, you got to either get up there, spike it really quickly, or call this timeout. With the lead is Jonathan Kim. This time, he's got it. And the Spartans on the road as the underdog will take a 3-point slim edge to the locker room in the Big Ten Conference opener for both of these teams. Johnson on your screen there, back to return with Alante Brown out. He's taking that spot, and he will take this kick out of the end zone. Nice little stutter step, but some good coverage from Maryland, so this drive will start at the 15. Can use their legs. Michigan State had some good clock management down the stretch in the first half. They go to Nate Carter on the opening play of the second half. Chunk plays with the brace on his knee now after he was dinged up in the first half. Good protection. Maryland only rushes 3. That is caught by Jerron Glover. Where do they mark it? They mark it for a first down. So you needed 10, you pick up. Has looked so much more comfortable this week than last week. K'Ron Lynch-Adams had a big run last week. Breaks through the first level this time and gets inside of the 40, down to the 35. He's so tough to bring down when he gets past that initial burst, man. Little trickery here. They've worked on this in practice. It is Glover inside of the 30 and down to the 21-yard line. Now sets him back to 1st and 20. Again, good protection for Childs. Wants the end zone with Masunis, and was that picked off inbounds? Looks like this time it was from Jalen Husky.
When he made the proper read, he's going to the proper place with the football and just throws an errant pass. The pocket is clean. He's thinking 6 the entire way, and the ball sails over the opposing shoulder where it should have been going down the middle.
Connected at times. They wanted another one. It didn't work out. Now Edwards going to the air, this time himself. Down the sideline, it's hauled in. A big play to set up in plus territory for the Terps, and look who it is, the man you pointed out.
The coverage is tighter somehow. Felton keeps coming up with it.
And now run up the middle for another first down and a big chunk. Maryland offense feeding off from one play to the next. Maryland with 5 receivers in this set. Blitz off the edge from Gross, didn't get there. Now Edwards, you wanted to see more of his legs in the second half. He scoots out of bounds, short of the yard to gain when flying over to the sideline. Howes is able to put it through. His first from 40 plus this season makes it a. Childs down the seam, and it is hauled in. We'll see where they mark it. Right up near the yard to gain. It's Velling, who you wanted to see get involved. Spartans are 7 of 9 on 3rd down today. Been a strong suit in this offense. Childs going to try to run for it. See where they mark him. He needed 9. Back here in College Park, the site of the first Big Ten Conference game of the season. A little trickery downfield, and that ball is intercepted, but will they call it out of bounds? It's the deepest he's ever coached. Big 3rd and 6 for the Michigan State defense. Edwards trying to extend the drive, gets Felton in space. That's worked out a few times today. Picks up a first down out to the 50-yard line. Spartans make a switch out on that edge at the top of the screen. with the linebacker Wayne Matthews in coverage. Edwards goes to the crossing route with Caden Prather. Looks like he has enough to keep this drive going. Could be the final play of the third quarter if they want it to be. Up to run it, set up some good blocks, which should be a first down heading into quarter four. Nolan Ray in battle. 17-17. Conference opener, fourth quarter. Here we go. Billy Edwards might have a touchdown here. He does. Blown coverage on the back end. Maryland takes advantage and finds the end zone with Dylan Wade.
That leads to this touchdown, because you'll see multiple bodies run on in cuts at the wing position and the wide receiver position, bringing that man coverage of.
They go to their most athletic tight end to cap off an 80-yard, 10-play drive. The importance of every Michigan State offensive drive now, trying to implore their defense to a stop. Childs, deep shot, wants Marsh. He has him in stride. Nick Marsh, the freshman star for Michigan State, creating a name for
ball field. He drops back into coverage, so they ran a movement stunt up front, bringing additional blitzers from the wide side of the field. Aiden Childs has to stand into this pocket under duress, delivers it to his freshman wideout, hitting Nick Marsh right in stride. It's the biggest pass of the day from Childs.
Childs, that ball is available. Who has it? Maryland appears to have possession, and they do. Another critical mistake from Michigan State.
When the game enters cold crush depth, you either feel pressure or you apply it. And we are seeing the pressure of this game in College Park being ramped up by the Maryland defense in the pocket under heat.
Over the last few years said, we used to joke about you, like, who's this dude with no gloves when we turn on the film? Now he's coaching him. 3rd and 5. Edwards looking tall in the pocket, finds the route over the middle. Another crosser. Those have been really producing. Tai Felton again.
Turn the nose of the football over in a really rapid manner.
Right back to the air, dangerously deflected. Was that intercepted? It was. Spartans take it right back, and it is Charles Brennan in this matchup.
The way the football caromed, because of the velocity that Billy Edwards threw with, this was a hard, flat pass being thrown back into the sun, a contested.
The stats now. Childs, 3rd and 7 to the sideline, and that is incomplete. Spartans will bring out the punting unit.
And said, let's go, let's finish the job, as they went on the field.
Gashing another seam up the middle here, and what could be a first down, the market right at the yard to gain. Piggyback. I love it. 3rd and 13 here. A big one in this conference opener. Edwards has a target, has a first down into Michigan State territory. Another big 3rd down completion to Tai Felton. Thanks, Kylan. We'll see what they do on 3rd down here. Up to run it instead of going to Felton. Went with Hemby, and at the moment, they're marking it just short on that 3rd and 4 with 5 minutes to go and the clock moving. From 41, Jack Howes, really important field goal. It is off the mark. He missed it. So still remains a 1-possession game with under 5 to go. Football on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Conference opener for both teams, Michigan State and Maryland, first conference game of the season in the Big Ten for the Spartans to take back over with under 5 to go, all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout. Nick Marsh is open downfield. They have him again. Big shot, big play for the freshman.
Good hard run action from Aiden Childs back in a clean pocket. Play dialed up. A freshman receiver. Go long, throw long.
One for Kim. In the blink of an eye, this game is the
Opportunity to seize this stage as the starter for the Terrapins.
He has operated so well on third down today. The opt to hand it off. Spartan defense was ready. Malik Spencer in there again, leading. Childs had a good pocket. His receiver got tangled up. He wanted Marsh. Late flag came in. Late flag came in, so we'll see what this is for.
Defense, number 22. The ball be placed at the spot of the infraction. Automatic. First down.
Childs will take off. Can use his legs. Lowers his shoulder. Picks up enough.
Today they have.
They feel comfortable with Jonathan Kim, their kicker from as far as 58. Go back to the air. Another completion. Another first down with Marsh. He gets out of bounds. The freshman. They try to sneak it ahead with Childs. Does he have enough for a fresh set of downs here along that right hash? Like that. And we'll see here with the official measurement. And the Spartan faithful that traveled. Trying to move it along that right side where they want to set up Kim for the potential game winner.
Timeout. Timeout. Michigan.
One more deep breath for Jonathan Kim before a 37-yarder. He nailed it. Jonathan Kim with 1 second on the clock. In all likelihood, gives Jonathan Smith, his head coach, his first Big Ten win.
Personal foul on the defense. Number 44, Leapy. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
The Michigan State fans who traveled in full voice right now, and their head coach Jonathan Smith may be moments away from his first Big Ten win on the road thanks to the leg of Jonathan Kim here.
No doubter. Plenty of leg, right on target, splitting the pipes.
The Spartans led for a total of just 6 minutes and 42 seconds today. One more second.
Pips over each other or something to that effect.
I'll just boot it out so the touchback, and now instead an opportunity for Edwards and the offense to deliver some trickery or a very...
For Aiden Childs.
Well, here we go. Maryland's last chance. Prather will shovel it back to Felton. Now he reverses backwards onto Edwards. Goes cross field to Hemby. Trying to come up with a Maryland miracle. It is Prather now. Once again, and he gets tripped up by Cal Holiday. Fittingly, it's the experienced linebacker for Michigan State who ends the game, and the underdog Spartans come in under their head coach Jonathan Smith and give him his first Big Ten win in an absolute thriller down to the final second to kick off conference play in College Park. What a game.